Hey folks, Bob Reese with the Guides Forecast giving a Buoy 10 fishing report for Friday, the 6th of September. It's still good down here, but frustrating nonetheless. A lot of wild fish today, plenty of short strikers, but action is good. So it's a good time to be at Buoy 10. It's clear, as I mentioned in previous reports, that these fish are biting much better than they have the last 2 years down here in the estuary. I kind of just credit that to the fact that the fish have found feed in the near shore versus the last couple of years where they've been pretty far offshore. So it's had an impact on the success rates of the fishery, and that's indicated in the overall catch rates that are posted by the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. And I don't think it's going to change. So we're still pre-dawn before we have a morning high tide. That's a few days away, but the tides are waning. So there's going to be some opportunity in the morning to fish and catch on the Washington side, the north side of Desdemona Sands there. There was a lot of fish in there this morning, but we were pretty late on the tide. They were not biting well at all. Some folks did okay over there, but for the number of fish that seemed to be present, according to the fish finder, they were not very responsive to gear. So as has been the case for the last several days, just a few biters close to low slack, but that incoming push, just like the good old days, is when there's a lot of biters happening. But there was not as many biters as there has been in previous days, but folks struggled to get limits for all their customers. Certainly handled plenty of wild fish, even a Chinook or two today, but those are certainly starting to exit the estuary as well. So we also fished late in the afternoon. I did start at 9 o'clock today, so we actually fished till 6, and we got some bites from the bridge down on the Oregon side on that first part of outgoing tide before it got running pretty hard. And seals and sea lions are a problem. Seals in particular. I've gone to having a casting outfit, one that I would use for sturgeon, with about a 6-ounce cannonball lead on it, and casting it towards those seals, and they're kind of scooting away. So we didn't have any problem with seals taking fish today. So folks may want to consider that as an option for deterring seals from grabbing your fish. Just have a casting rod with 6 ounces of lead and cast with their tail in your boat. They do scoot. So we got to do something collectively about this problem down here. It's not going to get solved by the cowboy way. So I have found that to be effective, and if we get more people doing that, maybe they won't be trailing your boat so readily. So consider that. Again, on the fishing front, just really kind of a scattered bite, but that incoming tide was the best time to get those fish, and a lot of my fellow fishing guides are having plenty of luck on spinners. I'm still using fresh bait, and got to reconsider things because my strike to land ratio is not impressive. It's kind of tough. They're not doing all that much better, really. I think they're getting fewer bites, but converting those bites into landed fish. So something to consider there. We'll keep the weekend updates coming. If you get out tomorrow on Saturday, good luck. It won't be busy, and folks should have pretty good opportunity. I think the offshore weather is looking a bit volatile for those that want to take advantage of that south of Falcon fishery. I think you're going to have a big swell. So those folks that had plans on fish in a coastal port for the any coho, any salmon season offshore may consider a more northerly option on the lower Columbia. Maybe we'll see you out there.